Hey everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and I am here with a review for Llamasoft, the Jeff Minter story on Xbox. Now, this released on the 13th of March 2024, developed and published by Digital Eclipse, and this is the second release in their new Gold Master series. And I had previously done a review for their first release, which was the making of Karateka. And yes, I did butcher the pronunciation of that game in that video, but you can watch it in our review video playlist right now. And this is a continuation of fantastic form from Digital Eclipse. So they made the making of Karateka and this Llamasoft, basically they're interactive documentaries where you have like a timeline where you can go along these interactive timelines that show videos, they show like notes, drawings, all sorts of stuff, and they're all laid out in sort of like chronological order as you work your way through. And on top of that, there's also a collection of fantastic games here to play as well. Now, Digital Eclipse have done things like the Atari 50 collection, which is another absolute fantastic like retro release bundle. Digital Eclipse are on fire with these, so their Gold Masters are fantastic, and this one is obviously the interactive documentary of Jeff Minter, who basically is the guy who created Llamasoft, and he developed games over the years across tons of different platforms. I'm not gonna lie, until I played this, the only one I'd really played of his was Space Giraffe on Xbox back in the day when it was on Xbox Live Arcade. It was absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed it, and I've always wanted to play more games like that, so this collection is fantastic. Now, this game follows through his career, and it goes through 42 of his games as well. So they're from 1981 all the way up to 1994 across 8 different video game platforms. Now, Jeff Minter has a very unique style to his games, and they're all like mainly shoot 'em ups, and they feature obviously like llamas and camels and stuff like that in them, and they're also really trippy. Like I say, a lot of them are like, if you were high, you'd be like on next level planes playing them. Like I say, they have a very sort of cult following, and they're really fun to play. Like, I've been playing some of these on this collection, and my god, some of them are addictive. Now, like I say, the timeline with the documentaries won't take you a huge amount of time to get through. Imagine the time it takes to watch like a normal documentary, but split that up with a few sort of sections where you can look through like the paperwork and the pictures and the notes and stuff like that on top of it. Obviously, the main thing you're going to want to play this for once you've watched that is the games. And like I say, there's a huge collection here. There's 42 different games. A lot of them originals. There's an unreleased demo of Attack of the Mutant Camels 89, and there's also a Gridrunner remastered, which is a version of Gridrunner that's been updated graphically, which is really nice to play. Other games include sort of his like own homebrew version of Centipede, Psychedelia, if I pronounced that right, Void Runner, Headbangers Heaven, all sorts of amazing games. Now, some people may be wondering, like, there isn't Defender 2000, that was on the Atari Jaguar. However, Atari or Jeff, they no longer own the rights to that, so they weren't able to include it. But there's a good chunk of his games here. Now, I am sad it didn't go all the way up to Space Giraffe, because I'd love to have played Space Giraffe again on modern consoles. Like, I haven't played it in a long time. But I've really enjoyed this. It's a fantastic collection. I like this one more than the Karateka one, mainly because that was just lots of different versions of that game, all about one game and like sequels and stuff like that. Whereas this one, it was more about like how Jeff and his company sort of evolved with the times and moved along, and how they wanted to make games their own way and stuff like that. It's really interesting, a really nice watch. and it's very fascinating. Like I say, I love documentaries, and this one is well recorded. It looks great. It's got archival footage. It's got the right people in talking to them. They've absolutely smashed it out of the park. Now, on Xbox, it's playable on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S consoles. You can also get it on PC, Switch, and PS4 and 5. On Xbox, it's priced at $24.99. Optimised for Series X and S as well, so you get that 4K resolution. But it's just an absolutely beautiful package of history, gaming history, and games in general. They've been well preserved. They look and run great on modern consoles and tellies. And honestly, the whole thing is fantastic. Digital Eclipse have smashed it out of the park again. I can't wait to see what comes next. But hit that like button, guys, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more gaming content. Bye for now.